All right, yesterday we talked about what I read plus what I know equals what I infer, right? The clues that you get from the reading. You pair it up with what you already know in life and you draw a conclusion. It would be super boring if the text just spelled every little thing out and didn't give you a chance to draw your own conclusions. That wouldn't be very entertaining, right? So, as we read today, we are going to decide what details help us understand the inferences that the astronauts are making, right? We're going to read the story, and as we read, we're going to find clues. And as we find clues, we're going to apply them to what we know, right? And we're going to underline details that tell what the astronauts expected to find, right? We're going to have to make some inferences. Ooh, I like this. We're going to talk about astronauts, so this is exciting. So here we go. Thinking Out Loud by Ben Carlson. Slipping off the helmet of her spacesuit, Chandra took a deep breath, then another. As she had hoped, fresh air filled her lungs. It was true. This planet, which she and her crew had spied from the mothership, had an atmosphere like Earth's, and because it had air, perhaps the planet resembled Earth in other ways. Was it possible that she, Maik, and Goran had found what humans had long sought? Could there be intelligent life here? So I can make some inferences about that first one, right? Paragraph. Right, they're not on Earth, right? Okay. For hours, the three astronauts wandered through the forests and meadows filled with flowers of every color, shape, and aroma. But they were disappointed. The astronauts saw nothing that looked or acted like Earth animals, not even the tiniest insect. Certainly, they met no living creature with a human form. Finally, they returned to their landing site. Before entering the mothership, they had to collect samples of the plants. Chandra grasped the stem of a particularly lovely flower and placed her knife against it. Suddenly, her eyes opened wide in surprise. What do you think is going to happen? Okay. Did you hear that? She asked the other two. Well, I don't mean here exactly. It was as if this flower spoke to my mind. It seemed to be asking me not to harm it. Maik was about to tease Chandra when his jaw dropped. I heard it. No, I felt it speak. It wants to know where we come from and why we are here. How should we answer it? That's obvious, replied Chandra. We need only think our answers, and this creature will understand. This planet is full of intelligent life, and it's beautiful life, too. Cool. All right, that was a neat story. It really got me thinking, right? I could picture that scene. Did you guys picture it in your head? Yeah. All right. Use what you've learned from the reading and respond to the following questions. All right, ready? This question has two parts. Answer part A and then part B. All right, we know part A, part B questions. What kind of intelligent life did the astronauts expect to find? It doesn't tell us. It doesn't. That story does not say they expected to find X, Y, and Z. But based on what we read, what did they expect to find? Don't say it out loud, but you could look at your answer choices. And then here's how part B goes. It says, identify two sentences from paragraphs 1 and 2 that best support the answer you gave up here. So what they want you to support whatever answer choice you gave up here. Paragraph 1 is right here. Paragraph 2 is right here. Guys, one of the things we need to do, I want you to go and sit and listen to me read. Follow along. Then as you're answering questions, you need to go back in and close read, specifically reread parts of the selection. It can't just be one time reading it and pulling it from your memory. Rereading specific parts of a selection is a skill. And the best part is they tell you where to go. Where do they tell you to go? There it is. So whatever answer you gave here, you're going to support that answer with stuff you read, and you're going to write down what that was. All right, now, use the inference chart below to organize your ideas. What I read plus what I know equals what I infer. That's all that is right there, right? So here's what they want to know. Use the information from your chart to describe how the characters used evidence to make their inferences. Include at least 2 details from the story to support your answer. So in other words, they drew a conclusion that there is intelligent life on the planet. How do they know that, right? How did they use the evidence to support that? That's just one thing that you could do, right? And you could also do what you answered up here in this part A, part B question. You could write about that down here, right? Guys got it? All right. Good luck.